Everyone, welcome back to your English class. We are doing part 1 of chapter number 2, The Sound of Music, which is titled as Evelyn Glennie Listens to Sound Without Hearing It. That is given by Deborah Cowley. So students, as you all know, in our previous class we have covered first half portion of this particular story. So today we will complete rest of the story in this class. So before moving further, let us see what we know so far about the story. As you all know, this story is about Evelyn Glennie, who was a 17-year-old girl. She had decided to make music her life, but she was completely deaf. So Glennie started losing her hearing power gradually from the age of 8 due to nerve damage. She was at that time advised by the doctor that she should be sent to school for deaf. But Evelyn was determined to to lead a normal life and to continue her interest in music. Most of the people discouraged her, but do you know why? Because they knew she was deaf, and for learning music, one should have ability to hear. So there was one person named Ron Forbes. He was a percussionist. He noticed her potential and motivated her to feel music in different parts of her body. So Evelyn immediately realized higher drum from the waist up and lower drum from the waist down. After that, she had given auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music, and there she scored highest marks in the history of Academy. She got most of the top awards and started giving solo performances. So students, this is all about our previous class. Let us read the next part of the story with the paragraph 6 at page number 18. It is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. Intriguing means here fascinating and curious. So it is fascinating to watch Evelyn working without much effort, because Evelyn can identify the slightest sound made by the musical instruments. In our 2 hour discussion, she never missed a word. Here, writer Deborah Cowley took Evelyn's interview, which lasted for 2 hours, and Deborah says that Evelyn never missed a single word that she spoke. Men with bushy beards give me trouble, she laughed. Here, Evelyn says that those men who have long, huge, bushy beards give her trouble. Why do they give her trouble? Because when they speak, she cannot see their lip movements, as their lips are covered with the bushy beards. It's not just watching the lips, it's the whole face, especially the eyes. Here, Evelyn says that she doesn't only see the lip movements of the person's face to make out what the person is speaking, she even sees the whole face. That means the entire expressions of the face, even eyes of the speaker, makes Evelyn identify or know what the person is saying. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. Flawlessly means here without a fault or mistake. And lilt means here way of speaking. So the writer says that Evelyn's speech is flawlessly, and she has a Scottish accent, as she belongs to Scotland. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11, she says. Evelyn says that she can speak clearly because she had learnt the language and studied till the age of 11, till the time she could hear. But that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. Here, after becoming deaf, Evelyn also learned two new languages, she has learnt French and basic Japanese. So one must have wondered that how could she learn these two new languages also despite of her deafness. Let's move on to our next paragraph. As for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. Tingles means here causes a slight pricking or stinging sensation. So, what does it mean here? So here Evelyn explains that how does she identify music. It creates a sensation in her skin, in her cheekbones, and even in her hair. So every part of Evelyn's body respond to music. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. So when she plays the xylophone, she uses sticks and she can sense the vibrations of the sound produced by the xylophone pass through the sticks up into her fingertips. By leaning against the drums, she can feel the resonances flowing into her body. Resonances means here echoes of sounds. Okay, so when Evelyn plays the drum, she leans towards the drum and she can feel the echo flowing into her body. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibrations pass through her bare feet and up her legs. Whenever she performs on a wooden platform and she removes her shoes so that she can feel the vibrations of the musical instruments pass through the floor into her feet and after that up her legs. That is how she can feel the sound of the musical instruments. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audiences. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audiences. It means Evelyn used to give her audience a chance to applaud for her. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. How did she give chance to her audience to applaud for her? She like in the year 1991, she was presented with the award Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award for performing solo. So in this way she gave chances to her audience to applaud for her. Says master percussionist James Blades, God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Now, James Blades is a master percussionist, and his words were the ones that we read before we started reading the chapter. According to James, God took away Evelyn's hearing ability, but in return, he gave her a strong power of sensing sounds, which enabled her to become a great musician. Okay, let's move on to our next paragraph. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. It means Evelyn is a very hardworking girl, and she doesn't stop working. She loves to do work. She loves to do work. I have just got to work often harder than classical musicians. Now, to be at par with those people who can hear, who are classical musicians, Evelyn needs to work very hard. But the rewards are enormous. But the rewards are enormous. Here, Evelyn says that the rewards she gets for her hard work are huge and big. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. Okay, priority means here great importance. Priority means here great importance. So, Evelyn, Evelyn does charity also. She gives free concerts in hospitals and prisons. She also takes classes for young musicians who want to learn music. And Richlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children says she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they can't go. Here, and Richlin is a fundraiser. So she has given a statement for Evelyn. According to her, According to her, Evelyn is an inspiration for everyone, and she says that Evelyn is an inspiration for those children who can't hear. And when they get to know Evelyn's story, they feel that they can accomplish everything. They can fulfill all their dreams. Let us move on to our last paragraph of this chapter. Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. uh, Evelyn Glennie has achieved so much in life that those people who are double of her age have also not achieved those many things, that much popularity and those many awards as Evelyn has done. Okay, she has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. As I already told, as I told you earlier, the meaning of orchestra. So orchestra is a group of people who are playing different musical instruments, and generally the percussion instruments like the drums, the xylophone are placed at the back end of the orchestra, or they are placed at the side. But as Evelyn performs solo, she gives special performances with these percussion instruments. The percussion instruments have come in front of the orchestra. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, people who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. So, Evelyn's story is an inspiration to those people who are physically disabled. They feel that if Evelyn can achieve her dreams, even then they can also do that. And Evelyn has given a lot of pleasure to her audience by playing such good music. Okay, so with this, our first part of this chapter is completed. Students, what message did we get from this story? What message did we get from this story? We get one message from this story, that and it is like that hard work, dedication and guidance are like key to success. With the help of these qualities, even the physical challenged people can achieve their goals, and even can become successful in their life. So thank you all.